Well. Good morning, everybody. Yesterday I made a video about how I can't sleep for shit, and how I've had panic attacks, and how I've been afraid of dying since I was 10 years old, and I ended up posting pictures of what I looked like 5 years ago to what I look like now, and kind of told everybody about how not sleeping has just really can just take a toll on your body. And if you go to my Instagram, if you're not following me on Instagram, and you take a look at the pictures of 5 years ago to now, you could just really see how skinny and frail I look, and just how bad, mental health really is, man. And I know that, how people can see someone from the outside to how they really feel. And I know everybody suffers from something like that. I'm not the only person. I know tons of people that follow me that have similar situations in their lives, or they have other things that are going on, and everybody deals and copes with their own problems in their own way. And I feel like if you look up to someone or you like someone, you'll value their opinion more. So, I have a lot of following on Instagram. Well, not a shitload. There's a lot of people out there that got way more than me, but I got more than the average person. So people are willing to listen and, think about what I have to say. You know what I'm saying? My YouTube following it's slowly growing. And I know if I keep up doing this and I keep making these videos, that, more and more people will be attracted to them, and more people will come and watch these. But I feel like sometimes, especially in what I do, which is BMX is kind of like a cool guy thing. Like, it's cool to smoke weed and get fucking drunk and lit as fuck, but it's gay as shit to talk serious. You gotta dress a certain way, and you gotta look a certain way, and your bike's gotta be a certain way, and if it isn't up to what the trend is, then it's fucking gay. And it's so funny how, I can't play the little kid game. I can't, I'm not gonna wear a fucking fanny pack on my goddamn shoulder. I'm not gonna wear a pair of goddamn Jankos and roll them up and wear those parachute pants. I did that shit in 1992. Those pants that every kid's wearing right now, that are big balloon, wide leg pants, that was the style in the 90s, and then we can go back to the 70s, those pants came out. Then we can go to the 60s. But I just can't wear those things. I don't vape, because I don't fucking smoke. You know what I mean? If I was a smoker, I'd do it like a normal person, grab a fucking lighter and smoke it from a fucking cigarette. Not smoke it from 14 different machines and call it vapes and Juuls. And this is the other part that comes in, is where little kids will look at this and go, oh, you're a grumpy ass old fucking man. You're fucking salty. No, man. I got my own opinions, my own channel, so I'm gonna state how I feel, and I'm gonna give how I feel, because I'm being real. This is exactly how I am. I don't want to conform and be like others, so I don't ride BMX like others. I don't talk like BMX like others. And also, I come from a small town, and to me, I just know respect. So I always want to give it to the people. I want to give shout outs to people that got me where I've gotten. Like, My first sponsor is Vandal Bikes. I would have never, ever, 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 ever had the want or the I'm gonna make it kind of thing if it wasn't for Chad Elslick for helping me out with being on Vandal Bikes, which also comes to Kurt Rowell. Kurt Rowell was the TM, and he talked to him and he got me on there. And obviously I know it's my riding and I know it's my attitude and the way I direct myself towards those people to get those opportunities. But at the same time, I would have never had those opportunities if they didn't give me a chance. So I always just try to give back to everybody that gives to me, which is the same for this channel. I want to give back to you guys because you guys are giving to me. That's why I always say, hey, give me a topic. And if you give me a topic, I give the person a shout out. And I try to make you guys more of my channel. Usually what these people do, let's just be fucking honest, all right? Other people that you follow on YouTube and everything, any comments or anything that they have with their followers and their people, the only time that they do anything for giving back or giving anything is, hey, follow this, we're doing a contest, hey, do this, hey, follow my Patreon, hey, do this. But it's something that they're receiving back in order to give. Or you get super famous people like Gary Vee who give you all this bits of advice and everything, and then at the same time it's like, you know how he's like, all right, fuck it, dude, you gotta fucking do this and you gotta fucking do that. And it's just like, man, things are not that simple. They are not that easy. Obviously I'm skimming with Gary Vee. I'm just saying that, like, his level is so fucking big. I do not even think the people that work for him have enough time to check his comments and what people want and get more personable. Same with if you get into what BMX is. Those guys can't get as personable. But at the same time, interaction with your followers and interaction with your subscribers and stuff, I think needs to be more personable. And that's why the approach that I have, I'm not that big. I'm averaging 100 and some fucking views. That's it. That's all I'm getting, but I'm appreciative of it. And I'm also learning so much more about myself. And I'm learning a lot about the people that subscribe to me. And it's great. It's really helping me out with a lot of things. It's making me see things different. It's making me grow. And it's also making me realize, like, holy fuck, this YouTube thing is a challenge in itself. Now, if I think about it like, oh, I want to grow and I want to get huge and big, I'm going to have a hard time and I'm probably going to give up on this shit. But if I think about it in a way of growth with my subscribers and the conversations we have, I feel like this community is already becoming big. I see a couple new people that leave comments and are talking, and the interaction we're having are really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get any negativity, which I thought I was gonna get. I'm not huge into emoji shit. I feel like the whole emoji thing is like a lazy way of doing things, and people just, like, I appreciate it. Cool, you went down there, you commented, and you left an emoji, but it's so thoughtless. Like, you're better than an emoji. Like, that's why on Instagram, if I'm talking to you, you DM me or something, I don't just fucking hit you with a thumbs up or a fucking flame thing, you know? And then that just goes all the way back to what I was saying fucking 9 minutes ago. Jesus Christ, I can talk. Of, I'm going to be me. I'm going to be real. I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel. And I'm not going to fake the funk. There's no reason for me to fucking take the way I am and try to convert it to fit into people, to conform. I'll never conform to the way the mass are. So with BMX, if you watch me, I always ride weird. And I get a lot of people that comment and go, well, why don't you do this? Well, why don't you do that? Well, I've been riding for 25 years, okay? In those 25 years, I didn't always have Ricky. I always tried to be like somebody else throughout those years. And then eventually something clicked and I became Ricky. I found my style and I started riding the way that I wanted to ride. And so that's something in BMX. If you stay with it long enough and you finally found yourself, or you find the way you are, stay with it. Doesn't matter what anybody else says. All right, there's a kid, Jacob, on here that follows me. He does rocket tricks. All right, I love rocket tricks. But he doesn't hop from a pedal to the rocket. He just stays in rocket and rides in rocket. And I always ask him if he just go from pedal to rocket, but he just likes to do that rocket stuff. And it isn't right for me to tell him to try to do it the right way, because there is no right way. And he's happy with the way it is. I would just prefer him to do it the other way, because I know he can do it. But I appreciate that he tells me, no, I'm going to do it this way. This is me. And I have no right to tell him, hey, do it this way. So I have to start looking at the other way people think and then appreciate that too. But at the same time, I'm always just going to be Ricky Lopez, aka Montana Ricky. Going back to the photo that I posted on Instagram, I saw a lot of people putting down CB, CDA, CB, ABC, I don't fucking know, oils. And then also people just wanted me to smoke weed. I'll just address with weed and how I can't smoke fucking weed. All right? Some people think weed isn't a gateway drug. Well, weed is a gateway drug for me, because that fucking weed just leads to other things and doing other stuff. And I am an extremist. I can't just smoke fucking weed. It's just going to lead to something else, and I can't control myself, and it also makes me paranoid. I think I'll just do a video on my drug experiences. I don't know how I'm going to do it, because I don't want to criminalize myself, or I don't want to make it sound like I was just some big fucking huge druggie. But I did do drugs, and in all honesty, I can't do drugs. I haven't done drugs in almost 20 years. So when people leave comments of like I should smoke weed or I should do something, like deep down I'm always like, fuck Christ, it's always right to drugs, right? And I know people say, oh, well, weed isn't a drug. For some people, weed isn't a drug, because weed doesn't act the way it acts for you guys, okay? So the way I am, I'm an upper, right? Some people are downers, other people's are uppers. When you smoke weed, I feel like weed is a downer. It doesn't up me at all. Like other people that are mellow and chill, that probably cheers them up and makes them happier. For a person that's already fucking happy and crazy and fucking hyper, that shit just makes me depressed. It gets me sad and it makes me paranoid. You know what I mean? I took Ritalin. Ritalin made me a zombie. I just don't want anything that alters my mind and makes me feel a certain way. I just do not get the same effect that other people's get. Yeah, I'll make a video about it, because if I can rant about fucking drugs forever. In short, I just want everybody to know that, like, if I see comments and stuff, I don't just see them and then just try to write them off. I actually think about them. You know, people ask me serious questions, or people say serious things to me, and I try to answer them back, and then I think, like, hey, I should make a video about this or address it in my videos, and I try to do that. And also on Instagram, like, kids will always write me comments or DM me, and I try to answer everything, and I try to be thorough, and I try to be there for people, because I feel like the opportunity and chance I have, and my voice is big enough, that I should give this to people. That should be my job. I am a small town nobody that made it in a position that could be somebody. And instead of being this, oh, well, I got to here and I'm this, let me take advantage of this and see what I can all get for myself. I don't want to do that. I want to do something that helps out other people. That's why, like, if you've ever met me or anything, I try to do whatever I can to help you, even if it's something you don't want to fucking hear. And you could talk to Jersey Drew on that one, because I definitely, if he's gonna talk to me and he wants to hear it, I'm not gonna tell him what he wants to hear. I'm gonna fucking straight up hit him with what he doesn't want to hear, and that's usually the truth. And I just want to end this by saying to everybody that was positive to me, and everybody that leaves comments, and everybody that's sincere, I appreciate all of you guys. When you guys leave me topics or stuff like that, I always want to try to make a video for it, or I want to address it in a video. But it's impossible for me to do that just because I've been doing this while I'm driving, and I don't have a lot of time. I obviously do not edit these at all. I just make these videos and then upload them right away. And then sometimes I go back and listen to myself. And speaking of listening to myself, I want you guys to be honest with me. Am I becoming a complainer, or am I bitching? Seriously, let me know in the comments below. I want to know, because I want to address that. And if people are thinking I'm complaining or bitching, or like I said way earlier, being a cranky old fucking fart, or being a salty asshole, I want to explain why I am a certain way I am, and actually give details to my answers, so it isn't just a one-way story, or isn't just a one-way thing and I think my answers are all correct, because I'm not all correct, because everything that I'm giving you guys is situations and things that have happened to me, and the only way I can answer problems or talk about problems is because I've faced those problems. So either way, guys, I love every single one of you motherfuckers. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Leave me some comments. Let's have some conversations. Like the video. Make sure you share it on your Instagram stories. Please share it on your Facebook. If you share it on your Facebook, it reaches a lot of people. And look me up on Facebook and follow me on Facebook if you're not following me there. And I appreciate everything, guys. And marijuana.